discuss food for health. Food for health. So for health person, so regularly take good food. So what are the regularly what food we are taking? So dal, rice, vegetables, soya beans, egg, milk. So chicken, mutton we are taking regularly. Not regularly. So chicken, mutton weekly or weekly 2 times, 3 times we are taking now. So here, if take good food on fruits, vegetables, and rice, dal. So if take food good, the person will good. Health condition is good. So here, this food contain so lot of food components. So what are the food components here now? What are the food components? One is carbohydrate. This carbohydrate is food component. Food component. So what is the food component? One is carbohydrate. Second one is protein. Third one fat. Fourth one vitamins and minerals. So these are the food components. So actually this food components is contain more amount of nutrients. So this made up of different this derive from the different types of various sources. So what are the various sources? These are getting from the plant sources and animal source. See carbohydrate we can get plant source, protein, fat. Now protein we can get plant sources, and fat, vitamin, minerals. No, we can get plant sources as well as animal sources here. And what are the uses of the carbohydrate, fat, proteins, vitamins, minerals? దీని యొక్క ఉపయోగం ఏంటి, దీని యొక్క యూజెస్ ఏంటంటే కార్బోహైడ్రేట్ విల్ గివ్ ద మోర్ ఎనర్జీ సో డ్యూరింగ్ ద టైర్డ్నెస్. విటమిన్స్, ప్రోటీన్స్ ఏం చేస్తాయంటే ద ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద మజిల్ ఫార్మేషన్ చేయాలి, బాడీ ఆర్గన్స్ బాగా డెవలప్ కావాలి అనే కాన్సెప్ట్తో ఇవి ప్రోటీన్స్ అనేవి బాగా హెల్ప్ఫుల్గా అవుతుంది. అండ్ ప్రోటీన్స్ కెన్ డెవలప్ ద హ్యూమినిటీ అగెన్స్ట్ డిసీజ్. అండ్ సీనో ఇన్ గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్ ఇన్ మిడ్ డే మీల్స్ దే ప్రొవైడింగ్ గుడ్ ఫుడ్. సో స్వీట్ పొంగల్, వెజిటబుల్ రైస్ అండ్ ఎగ్, చిక్కీస్. సో ఇవి ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది గవర్నమెంట్. అండ్ అంగన్వాడీ స్కూల్స్ ఫర్ బాలిందాస్ అండ్ ప్రెగ్నెంట్ లేడీస్, వీళ్ళకి బాలామృతం అనే ఒక ప్యాకెట్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు. సో దాంట్లో ఆ బాలామృతం ప్యాకెట్ మనం ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్టయితే సీదా వి అబ్జర్వ్. సో ద ఫుడ్ కాంపోనెంట్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ద ఫుడ్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఆఫ్ కార్బోహైడ్రేట్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ద బాలామృతం packet is contain rich of food components. Balamrutam. So the Balamrutam carbohydrate 67 grams. The 67 grams of carbohydrate gives 414.1 kilocalorie of energy to give. And proteins and fat no 11 grams. Fat 11 grams. Vitamin A 202.5 milligram. So milligram of vitamin A. And here iron 9.1 milligram. And calcium, the symbol of calcium is Ca, and 367 milligram of calcium present in the Balamrutam. Next, vitamin B1, is B2, vitamin C. So, what are the how many grams are present in the vitamin B1? 0.6 milligram, 0.55 milligram, and vitamin C 15.3 milligram, folic acid how much folic acid present? 22.1 milligram of folic acid, and niacin present in 6.3 milligram of niacin is present in the bala amruta. Okay, next, so what are the uses of this food components? How to confirm food components present in the food? So we discuss now carbohydrate. So carbohydrates, the simple example for carbohydrate is glucose. Glucose is a monosaccharide. And simple carbohydrate, the formula of glucose is C6H12O6. The component of glucose is contain carbon, hydrogen as well as oxygen. And these carbohydrates present in various starch and sugar. Carbohydrate present in starch as well as sugar. And the best example for the carbohydrate is glucose C6H12O6 and simple carbohydrate, and you can call as monosaccharide and all. And this carbohydrate, what is the use of this carbohydrate now? The carbohydrate gives the energy. Which type of energy is given now? Is instant energy will give. Instant energy is nothing but immediate energy. Instant energy. Carbohydrate give instant energy, immediate energy. While playing cricket player during break time drink. They will take a drink. So the drink is contain glucose. Glucose gives the instant energy. So this glucose releases a more amount of energy. If you have more energy, you can do more work. You have more energy, you can capable to more work. ఎక్కువ వర్క్ ని మనం చేయగలుగుతాం. If less energy, you can do less work. That's why if you are using proper glucose during the tide, definitely glucose gives the more energy. So simple nowadays in market Glucon-D available. Glucon-D. Okay, so Glucon-D is nothing but dextrose. So later in higher classes you can study it here. Okay, next, carbohydrate, the form of starch, the form of sugar. So how to identify this starch and sugar in the two way we will discuss here in the lab activity. In lab activity, you have to remember a few points here. One is aim of the experiment. What are the material required? Material requirement, procedure, observation. Next, report. You have to remember these 5 points while doing the experiment. So in the experiment, aim to confirm the presence of starch in the potato. You have taken potato here. So potato will contain more amount of carbohydrate. Rice also contain more amount of carbohydrate. So carbohydrate present in the potato as well as rice. You take here potato, and here what are the material is required here? What are the material required? You take iodine solution. Iodine solution is required. Next, potato. Next, beaker required, not knife. Beaker not necessary here. Next, dropper. dropper are prepared. Now take the potato and cut into pieces. Now take the dropper and pipette out iodine solution, add to the potato. So what will happen? After a few minutes we observe that blue black color on the potato. So procedure, what is the procedure here? First take the potato, cut into the pieces and keep on the table, and take the dropper or pipette out iodine solution, and drop of iodine solution add to the potato. Then what will happen? We observed that blue black color. So this blue black color confirms that the stars present in the food, the stars present in the potato. This blue black color is confirmed that stars present in potato. This is the test. So report what you put? I confirmed that potato contain starch. Potato contain starch. So this is the experiment. And next one is Benedict reagent. So the test name, this confirm identification of starch required iodine test. Next Benedict test, no? Benedict reagent test. Same for doing lab activity. You have to remember 5 points. So Benedict reagent helps for identification of sugar. Just now I told you the best example of sugar is glucose. Okay. Aim to confirm presence of sugar in glucose. The presence of sugar in glucose. So glucose lo sugar undani manam confirm cheyali. So what are the material required here? A material kavali? Glucose is required, and beaker here required, and Benedict reagent required. Next dropper required. Okay, we observe here procedure. Take the beaker, add glucose here, a little bit small amount of glucose, add to the beaker, and here fifth one is required, water also required, glucose. So glucose is a powder form, and add the powder form of glucose into the beaker, add up to mark, up to here, fill with water. So ikkada glucose తీసుకున్నాను, glucose లోకి ఏం యాడ్ చేశాను, వాటర్ యాడ్ చేశాను. After adding the water, stir well, బాగా మిక్స్ చేయాలి. After that, with help of dropper, add Benedict reagent to the beaker. So Benedict reagent is contained sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate, the mixing of sodium carbonate and sodium citrate. రెండింటిని మిక్స్ చేస్తే Benedict reagent వస్తుంది. Now take the Benedict reagent with help of the dropper, add to the beaker. After few minutes, the beaker contains solution change to violet. So violet గా మారిపోతుంది. So this violet color, observation, violet color, this violet color show that the conformation of sugar present in the glucose. షుగర్ అనేది గ్లూకోజ్లో ఉంటుందని కన్ఫర్మేషన్ మనం చేయొచ్చు అబ్జర్వేషన్. సో రిపోర్ట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిపోర్ట్? ఐ కన్ఫర్మ్ దట్ షుగర్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ద glucose. So this is a Benedict test. So what are the use of the carbohydrate? Carbohydrate gives the instant energy, and carbohydrate present in the form of starch and sugar. And identification, how to identification? One is iodine test, second one is Benedict test. Okay. Next one is protein. So next food component is protein. Protein. So what is the use of protein? Actually proteins are made up of amino acids. Proteins దేనితో తయారు చేయబడి ఉంటాయి అంటే అమినో యాసిడ్స్ తో తయారు చేయబడి ఉంటాయి. అమినో యాసిడ్. Suppose the lack of proteins in the food. Food లో ప్రోటీన్స్ లేవు అనుకోండి, ద పర్సన్ బికేమ్ లీన్, చాలా సన్నగా అయిపోతూ ఉంటాడు. సన్నగైన పర్సన్ డాక్టర్ని కలిసేస్తే అమైనో యాసిడ్ కంటైన్ సిరప్ టానిక్ రాసేస్తాడు డాక్టర్. యూ అబ్జర్వ్ దట్ ఆన్ ద కంటైనర్ లైసిన్ అనే ఒక అమైనో యాసిడ్, అక్కడ లైసిన్ అనేది అమైనో యాసిడ్, దట్ ఈస్ అ ప్రోటీన్. ఆ లైసిన్ అనేది ప్రోటీన్ అనేది ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద యూజ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ type of proteins now? Actually the proteins helps the formation of the muscle. Proteins helps formation of muscle formation జరగాలి అంటే ప్రోటీన్స్ అనేది కావాలి. అండ్ సెకండ్ థింగ్, బాడీ ఆర్గన్స్, ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ బాడీ ఆర్గన్స్ కూడా డెవలప్ చేస్తుంది ప్రోటీన్స్. చూడండి ఎంత యూజెస్ ఉన్నాయో. ప్రోటీన్స్ హెల్ప్ ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద మజిల్ అండ్ బాడీ ఆర్గన్స్ అండ్ రిపేర్స్ wound during any accident and is develop the immunity against disease. So protein is made up of amino acids. The protein helps the formation of muscles, body organs, repairs the wound and immunity against the disease. Where the proteins are present? The proteins are present in eggs, meat, pulses, vegetables, soya beans. So these items are contain more amount of the proteins. How to confirm the proteins present in the food? So how to confirm the protein present in the egg? How to confirm the protein present in the meat? How to confirm the protein present in the pulse? How to confirm the protein present in the soya bean? See, we discussed here the confirmation of the protein here present in the food. So take white egg. See aim here. You remember aim? To confirm the presence of protein in white egg. So material requirement. What are the material requirement? Here white egg is required and 2% of copper sulfate CuSO4. The name of this one is Cu is a copper, SO4 is a sulfate, copper sulfate, and 10% of sodium hydroxide is required. Fourth one, beaker required. Okay. Next procedure, what you want to do is take the beaker, and add little bit of white agar, and add 2 drop of copper sulfate, 2% of copper sulfate. After that, add 10 drop of NaOH, 10 drop of NaOH, sodium hydroxide, and mix well. And we observe that after some time, brick red color, we observed. Not brick red, violet color we observed here. Violet color. So this violet color, the conformation of this violet, appearance of this violet color, we confirm that protein present in the egg white. So 2% of copper sulfate, 10% of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, how to prepare? 2% is nothing but here. 2% here. ఎలా కన్ఫర్మేషన్ చేస్తాను చూడండి. 2% అంటే ఇక్కడ 2 గ్రామ్ ఆఫ్ కాపర్ సల్ఫేట్ ని 100 ml ఆఫ్ వాటర్, 100 ml ఆఫ్ వాటర్ ని మిక్స్ చేస్తే 2% ఆఫ్ కాపర్ సల్ఫేట్ అనేది వస్తుంది. 10 గ్రామ్ ఆఫ్ NaOH in 100 ml of water. 10 గ్రామ్ ఆఫ్ సోడియం హైడ్రాక్సైడ్ ని తీసుకొని వాటర్లోకి 100 ml ఆఫ్ వాటర్లోకి ఇచ్చేస్తే వచ్చేది 10% ఆఫ్ సోడియం హైడ్రాక్సైడ్. ఓకే.